Hi, everyone, and welcome to Daily Revelations. This is a weekly Bible study where we dive into God's Word one book at a time. And we have been in the book of Genesis all of 2021, and we are focusing on one chapter a week. This week, we're focusing on Genesis 21, and we just read through this chapter day after day after day, and we just ask God to speak to us. Give us a daily revelation. Teach us something new. Show us just what we need to hear today to continue to walk with God and to focus on Him instead of all the other things of life. And that's really what God just really shouted out to me this morning. So the precept method that we use on day 2, because this is day 2 of our study, is we just look at different things that the author uses, different wording, maybe an if and then, or cause and effect, a comparison contrast, just various things that may cause us to look at something that we hadn't looked at and allow the Holy Spirit to lead you. It isn't just a mind game that we're just doing this method over and over, but we're allowing God to come in. This just slows us down a little bit. And tell you, I need some slowing down. So what I found as I was reading through this is the names of places. And you're kind of wondering, where is that? What is this place? And it talks about this wilderness of Paran, and that is where Ishmael and his mother Hagar eventually settle. Well, where is that? That actually is the Sinai Desert. It's a desert, and that's where they settle. And before that, they're wandering around the wilderness of Beersheba, which we find out later in this chapter that Beersheba is not even named until after they're wandering. So for the reader, it and what places do I find myself? And what places do I call home? Do I only call things home when I'm fully settled, that I have put everything in its perfect place and that all seems good? Or do I call home where I'm at because God is with me? And as I project out, I'm going to be on the road for 6.5 weeks soon. Can I call every place I am at home? Yes, because God will be with me. And I don't know what transitions you have coming up in your life or going on right now, but just know that home is where God is. That is where our heart longs to be most of all. Not in these places, these temporary places that we occupy. And I made a list. It's not in a home, that's nicely decorated, or just a desk that I have all my stuff at. It's not in relationships, and sometimes we seek that solid tether to this world through people, and yet relationships have their ups and downs, and we aren't going to have that peace if we tether to relationships either. Doesn't mean that we ignore them, but that's not where we establish where we're settled. And it's not in a job, it's not in a title. It's more than that. And it's not when we find ourselves in a perfect state of mind. That was something I wrote down, because maybe you're working through something, maybe you're battling something, and things in your mind are just muddled, and you can't even think straight. And God says, how comforting that is. And so whatever you're going through, whatever I'm going through, wherever we find ourselves, however we find ourselves, and with whomever we find ourselves, when God is with us in that place, we can be settled. We can be home. So, thanks for joining me on Daily Revelations today. I just pray that God will speak into your life too, and to just feed you with His Word, and just speak into your life through you just listening and drawing close to Him. So keep reading through Genesis 21, and I will see you again tomorrow as we continue this study. Thanks for joining me on Daily Revelation.